you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. From the gun, the running back has it. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And the Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab on the left. Tight end trying to get in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Slams ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. From the gun, running back on the move. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you can tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Punch it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy kick.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Handoff from the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. happens all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Got his man. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Second down coming up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Caught behind the line. It's Joyner. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Might be calling a hot route. He wants to throw it again. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
And the Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you're dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Grab near the marker. It's Eakin. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 4 over Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's Hoover. Got his man. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. They go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Going downfield for the big play. Got it in stride at the 15. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Winfield. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Offense changing the play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Steps away to find some room. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He'll work his way down to the 28. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Winfield. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Joyner. Hard running there. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of him.
Breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. We just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Carter. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Hoover. Gets it to him on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Powers through. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it out. It's Winfield. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago, throwing another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to, with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Red Raiders are on the move. The run from the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Winfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Red Raiders will have it first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Red Raiders started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw again. He's going for the goal line. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th.
Lots of pressure. You have got to love the way your offense handles business. Down on the goal line, two-point situation. You tie the game if you get it. They do. And now we're going to the wire.
Coming out with it, it's Payne. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Gonna run it. It's Payne. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Hoover. They're setting up the screen. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Payne.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. its way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Eakin. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. Nice move there. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put it.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. They move on top here in the 4th.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. Coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to get the extra point and make it a touchdown game. And there might be 2 more plays left. The kickoff, maybe 1 more snap with the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.